So, if you don't know, I love the Tony Hawk games. I think, I have all the Tony Hawk games. Plain and simple, I have them all. And I have a bunch of playthroughs on my channel. Was actually planning on doing American Wasteland either today, or sometime this week. Last thing I did was Underground 2. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go right into it. We're gonna react to this in that trailer. We're gonna watch the gameplay details right after. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 announcement trailer. I'm hyped about this. And we got Jerry with the race car driving right away. That's a good sign. 1 and 2. So last time they made this, they remade this, the physics were awful. We were floaty. I'm hopefully, okay. I'm hoping it's not so floaty. Okay. That looked a little floaty right there, but it's fine. Okay, that was a revert. That's not in the first two games. Boop. And we got the I mentioned the wrong song. This is a Dead Kennedy song. I mentioned the wrong song. That's Flatland. Flatland tricks were not in the original game. Oh God! Where's Ramones in online play? Okay. Ride, alright. It's Police Truck's name of the song. 900 Tony Hawk! Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 September 4th. Okay, so I notice right at the start actually. So kickflip. Right here, yeah. That looks like a manual trick that weren't in the first two games. First one didn't even have manuals. That looks like a Flatland trick that was added in 4. That looked okay. I'm just really worried about the physics, because the physics in Pro Skater HD were garbage. Okay, good. That looks a little floaty, but doesn't look terrible. Hey, come on. I think I'm having a hard time. There we go. That was fine. See, that picnic one looks a little weird. I don't know why. It's like lagging, but whatever. Whatever. It's gonna struggle. IGN has this gameplay details, 7 minutes long gameplay details. I hope this looks good because this is my game, man.
Roses are red, violets are blue.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2!
Getting a remaster along with the first game. Hello everybody, I'm Max Scoville, joined by Jonathan Dornbush, here to talk about this wonderful announcement.
That was perfect. I couldn't have asked for a better intro.
So what do we know about this?
Yeah, so Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 are being fully remade by Vicarious Visions.
Vicarious Visions made Crash Bandicoot remake, I think.
Bandicoot for Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. It's coming back for PS4, Xbox One, and PC this September 4th.
Oh, wait, that's gameplay. That's gameplay. That's gameplay. Hang on.
And PC this September.
Rocket Air? Okay.
This is interesting because they're calling it a remaster, and there's this.
Tony Hawk should have been on the announcement. Hey, wait a minute. Hold up. Whoa. Time out. This is gameplay. Hang on. Hang on.
Xbox One and PC this September 4th.
That looked good.
This is interesting because they're calling it.
I want to see if when we get to the next. Is there like a?
What constitutes a
yes, they snapped onto the rail. That's good. That's huge.
This is
Stiffy 540. We don't have stupid ragdoll animations. That's great. Okay.
So to speak, right?
Okay.
We often talk about that stuff around the IGN.
Okay.
Like, what's really a remake, what's a remaster, and obviously Crash Bandicoot, I talked to the Vicarious team when they were doing that. They essentially were able to get level frameworks for the Insane Trilogy, the original games, and build off of that, but all the assets were new and everything. Here, I spoke to Jen O'Neill, head at Vicarious Visions, and she told me that they essentially had the handling code from Neversoft, who originally made these two Tony Hawk entries, and they had the handling code for how the skateboarding actually worked. But outside of that, everything is new. So all of the textures, all of the the redesigns of the skaters and the worlds, all brand new stuff. They tried to make it as one-to-one as possible because their goal was really they want you to be able to hit the same skateboarding lines you had.
So we have very similar physics and controls to the original game with new textures and updated maps.
Way back when they want that to sort of be like instant muscle memory, but all of it is newly built.
Right. So we haven't actually gotten hands-on with this, so it's going to be interesting to see how it actually feels when you're playing.
Hey guys,
but, I mean,
free smells.
Minor advances in how video games have been made since the originals came out. One thing I'm really excited about is the soundtrack, which is I think one of the things that was an issue of getting this remastered sooner is like.
And there's probably a bunch of licensing problems. Yeah.
Issue.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the toughest things I think in any medium. When
if only there was like a thing they could have
TV episodes or games
they could have teamed up with, like Spotify, to have their own thing happen over and over again. But no, that's cool.
Soundtrack. Good luck if they ever decide to do this for Guitar Hero. But with Tony Hawk,
okay.
O'Neill told me they'll have most of the soundtrack. They said,
"Ooh, that looked good. That looked really good. That looked really good.
The soundtracks are.
That looks really good. That looks really good."
I think we associate with Tony Hawk.
Oh, and a sloppy landing,
like Guerrilla Radio,
and the snap onto the rails.
They said they're really happy with the soundtrack as it stands. So this will be, I think, for me, the Tony Hawk franchise is so married to the soundtrack.
Okay,
it's hard to like separate those gameplay moments from the songs. This will, I think, be the bulk of the soundtrack.
It looks like Freddy Krueger.
In addition,
what's the one problem you see, Mickey? Mikey,
and the gameplay
what's your problem?
Original stuff like collecting skate letters and all that stuff. They do have new challenges that you'll be able to reach in this game, so some of those are even skater specific. So the roster of skaters is all back, but each of them will have new missions essentially that you can do that are per skater based.
Hey, there's no timer. Hey, I just realized something.
Missions essentially that
there's no, I guess we don't know if this is free skate or career mode, but there's no timer at the top.
Do that are per skater based, and some other new stuff they're adding as well.
So they made a few tweaks and whatnot. And also there's going to be online multiplayer, which is a little bit more stable than it was back in the 90s.
Definitely, yeah. So
this one was concerning to me because this one has a little floater on the left.
Yeah.
Little floaty on the left.
A lot of online, like Trick Attack, you can do against friends online, and also
Kareem Campbell. Holy shit!
Modes are going to be online, and those are a lot more robust this time around. Jen O'Neill told me. Basically, the things they're doing with it, there's going to be deformation of every piece, or not every piece, excuse me, but some of the pieces will have deformation, so you can tweak things quite a bit more. They're really excited.
What's the problem that you see?
People try to recreate real life skate parks in the game. They said it's a much more robust create a mode this time around.
Oh, that's so cool! I'm very excited about this. This is going to be good. I'm wondering if we're going to see any of the sort of, I mean, it's licensing issues have gotten very complicated, but I wonder.
And they transition to another object and magnet snapped an object.
I
yeah. Well, the original.
We'll see. She did tell me.
The original game, when you grind onto stuff, had that, and that's kind of what made it so good because it was instant. Whenever you press triangle, you're there.
Spider-Man games anymore.
Like it was like boom, 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 triangle, you're there.
I'm sure they'll have a few new.
And that was one of the good things about the first one, that the remakes, HD and
really impressed by
Tony Hawk Pro Skater HD and Pro Skater 5 really didn't have. Pro Skater 5 HD and have kind of like it snapped, but it like did it like super slow and gradually, kind of like slow motion into it. Where the old games were just boom there, boom, 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 snap. It was snappy.
So they had all the skaters come back for new mocap sessions. She said Chad Muska came into the studio and had like bags of different clothing to be able to put on for like them.
Right there, that looks really good. That looked really good. Oh,
make sure they were getting.
We don't have stupid animations. We don't have stupid ragdoll physics.
Comparison screenshots. They have Activision providing
mocap, Double Impossible
screenshots. It is like night and day.
Yeah.
You see the framework of the levels, but it's so much more beautiful, and it is what you'd sort of expect from a modern Tony Hawk.
That's
the animation do look a little more
Crash Bandicoot is
a little more exaggerated.
Yeah, as soon as we mentioned Crash, that felt like the obvious go-to. Yeah, that would be cool.
They got the models laying around. He wears the right clothes for it. He's got shoes and jorts on.
Yeah.
Also, Spider-Man was in Pro Skater 2.
Anything else you wanted to touch on?
No, I think that's all the biggest stuff. It does feel it's one of those, I'm excited to see this and actually play it, because it is one of those things where I think these are such beloved touchstones for a lot of people, including myself. But
I think
the gameplay still translates, 20 years later will be interesting. They mentioned they had to take into account, you know,
I feel like the ollies look a
the
little
games were first
little
made.
high.
Yeah, that's right.
The grinding looks amazing
They
though.
will have classic control schemes, so if you want to still control with the D-pad, you can. But you know, there's
No,
a
I'm
lot
not gonna
different
control the D-pad.
camera controls.
I didn't control the D-pad back in the day.
Skaters with
Fuck.
control sticks now, which will hopefully be fun.
Pro Skater 3 and up, nah.
Modern skate games.
Get that shit out of here.
Not just skate games, but Tony Hawk. And Vicarious Visions did, of course, work on a lot of different Tony Hawk iterations.
Drew Reynolds.
Especially a lot of the really good handheld ones. They were
Oh, it looks so
pretty much
good.
known for those. So I'm
I instinctively hit R2 on my invisible controller.
Jump back into it. I think that's a really good marriage of like franchise and studio.
Yeah.
Here.
Oh!
I think it's safe to be kind of cautiously optimistic.
Oh!
At the very least, we can safely say it looks really good.
Yes.
You know, and how it feels is you know, still up in the air.
I'm so glad there's gameplay of
There's
this!
gonna be lots of up in the air for this game. So there you have it, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 getting remastered on Xbox One, PS4, PC in beautiful, stunning 4K. I'm dying to know more. That's September 4th.
The way that he like snapped it to it was perfect!
We'll definitely have more about that here on IGN, so stick around.
Oh!
Skateboarding is not a crime. It's a misdemeanor.
It's a misdemeanor. Oh, the way he snapped onto that was amazing. Okay, that looks good. I'm about it. So instead of getting the newest Tony Hawk game, we're getting that remake. I'm about it. Wow. I don't know if I can find an example, but I'm gonna look briefly here for Pro Skater HD before we get into Call of Duty. But when you grind on a cop car, it's illegal. But let's watch this trailer. See if they show it here. So this was the Pro Skater HD trailer that they showed. This is 2012. It's actually not even around anymore. You can't get this game. You can't get it on Steam. If you already had it, you can get it. But if you didn't, then you can't get it. So this is the Pro Skater HD trailer from 2012 that they made for the 360 and PlayStation 3. Let's see if I can show it here. Let's see if they show it. I'm like to show here. This is by Robomoto. Robomoto didn't make very many good games, so not for Tony Hawk anyway. No waiting. All right, well, it's very cinematic-y, so right here. And they don't really show it. But even then, you can tell how floaty it is. I mean, it's in like slow motion or something, but it was just like it was just bad physics. Oh, it's no longer available because of licensing, I think. I think there was a see right there, that one right there. See that Jump to School 2 here? Like that just looks terrible. It just like up, high, down. It just looked bad. Let's see if I can find some gameplay. Chabinsky Games. I'm not finding much, but yeah, I'm excited for the new one.